Human Rights Day on December 10 remembers the day the General Assembly of the UN adopted and proclaimed the Universal Declaration of Human Rights in 1948. It is one of the most translated documents in the world and is available in over 500 languages. It has inspired countries and people alike to start treating every person with the right to life, liberty, property, and happiness. On Human Rights Day we acknowledge the importance of this document and the importance of human rights.
Right to asylum, protection from forced displacement, right to seek refuge. Quran says about right to asylum, the Ansar, local inhabitants, love Muhajirin who sought refuge, Prophet and followers, with them. And there is no jealousy in their hearts for what the Muhajirin have been given. The Ansar give the Muhajirin preference over themselves, although they were in need of what the Muhajirin received. Reference, Chapter 59, Verse 9. No slavery. Hadith Nabvi, peace be upon him. Kind treatment of slaves. Reward for freeing slaves. Equal treatment for slaves as free persons. Quran says about slavery. And such of your slaves as seek a writing of emancipation. Give them such writing, if you find that there is good and honesty in them. And give them something out of the wealth of Allah which He has bestowed upon you. Reference Quran, Chapter 24, Verse 33. All human beings are free and equal. Women's rights. Gender-based violence. Equal opportunities. The workplace. Quran says, O mankind, indeed, we have created you from male and female, and have made you into nations and tribes, that you may know one another. Indeed, the most honored of you in sight of Allah is the most righteous. Indeed, Allah is knowing and acquainted. Reference Quran, Chapter 49, Verse 13. It says in a Hadith Qudsiya, Allah, may He be exalted said, there are three whose opponent I will be on the day of resurrection, and whomever I oppose, I will defeat. A man who sold a free man and consumed his price. Reference Hadith, Bukhari, Hadith number 2227. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, may Allah exalt his mention, said, O mankind, your Lord is one and your Father is one. You all descended from Adam, and Adam was created from earth. He is most honored among you in the sight of God who is most upright. No Arab is superior to non-Arab. O mankind, indeed we have created you from male and female and made you peoples and tribes that you may know one another. Indeed, the noblest of you in the sight of Allah is the most righteous of you. Indeed, Allah is knowing and acquainted. Quran 49-13. Equal before the law. The rule of law is the concept that both of government and citizens know the law and obey it, means that all human beings have the right to be treated equally before the law. Non-discrimination. Equal protection of the law. Prohibition of arbitrary arrest and detention. Right to a fair trial. Access to justice. Equality in citizenship and civil rights. Equality in employment and labor rights. Racial and ethnic equality. Social and economic equality. Right of freedom. Freedom of expression. Freedom of assembly. Freedom of religion and belief. Freedom of thought and conscience. Freedom of movement. Right to liberty and security of person. Civil and political rights. Freedom of speech and expression. Right of a fair trial. Right of privacy. Freedom of assembly and association. Right to vote. Slavery and servitude. Modern form of slavery. Human trafficking. Forced labor. Debt bondage. Child labor. Right to privacy. Personal communications. Data protection, surveillance and state interference, private family life, challenges in digital life. Right to life, protection against unlawful killing, use of force by state authorities, protection during armed conflicts, prevention of genocide, medical ethics and right to life, right to an adequate standard of living, environmental protection, access to education and information.